Welcome in, folks. This will be the first episode of Ouroboros Protocol. It takes place right after the VOD, so if you haven't watched the VOD, please go ahead and give that a shot and watch that. But here we are talking with mains from the blue team. They're trying to give us a little bit of insight. We're trying to get a little bit of insight out of them. They're trying to tell us about the spellbinding table. They try to play coy for a little moment there, but we finally convinced them to tell us what it is, and we need polished diorite, a book, and some gold, and that'll give us a specialized table to make some very unique skills that we can use to hopefully win. But at the same time, we noticed that the red team is collecting an assortment of unique weapons to use to murder all of us, and it's becoming a very big and prevalent problem for me because I really want them dead because they have too much stuff, they have too much crack stuff, and they can't have it if you ask me. I didn't want them having it. I mean, I wanted it, so like that was not the easiest thing to do. And right as I jump into the caves, at that point, you know how it is. Loot Goblin does Loot Goblin things, and I immediately start digging out some fucking coal out of the corner of the room because I totally decided that we needed more coal. Which, to be fair, we did kind of need coal. We were using campfires for food, so it was kind of a win-win. I mean, kind of got distracted, didn't find any diorite yet, but eventually went down and you know, collected a little too much coal. Walked out with like a whole stack and a half of it. I get the stuff that I need and I head on out, but not before I notice that the red team again has the ability to make potions, and now they're even more ahead of us than we were beforehand. Eventually I get the diorite though, I come out.
You're up there. Hey, I got a stone
and at
axe
this
and
point,
I'm
hearing Rudra, I'm hearing Art, they're talking, I'm hearing them talk about an axe. I don't know where the fuck they're at though. And I try to find it, I look around, I tell the team, we're talking about it, we're trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But they think it's me, but it's not me. They're around somewhere, and I have no idea where in the hell they were, because they were like hidden under the ground or something. I have no idea what's going on at that point. There's quite literally just too much stuff going on. I couldn't tell you. I'm over here yelling about being in the ground and things, and all I'm finding are my teammates. No idea where Rudra's in. Yellow team is somewhere near us, which is concerning, but we're kind of chill with yellow team. We have like a weird, like unspoken alliance with them, so it's not the most awful thing. However, I still don't want them like finding our house. You know, we have a really nice house that totally isn't gonna get destroyed. Not at all.
We have done the exact opposite of what should have been done, and I appreciate it.
I couldn't have said it better myself. We have way too nice of a house. We did not do what we were supposed to do. This is a death game, and we have straight up built a whole ass house. We're playing house building simulator, as my good friend Theseus said. At this point, I'm trying to figure out, like, I decide that I'm gonna use the netherite for something. We don't have a lot of it, but we have some of it, and it's best to get some of the things that we know we can craft. So I decide to make myself a netherite ruby necklace, and I make myself a netherite sapphire ring. Okay, I'm gonna get more damage, I'm gonna get more HP. Hopefully this will mean that I'll live longer. Spoiler alert, it fucking doesn't. I die so quick later on. It's so painful, and you'll see what's going on. But at this point, we're just kind of talking, we're strategizing, we're trying to figure out what weapons we want to use with the different combat going on. We're trying to figure that out. I already know what weapon I like. I'm really partial to the glaive. I really like the glaive, unless we get some of those really cracked unique weapons, in which case I'll switch over in a heartbeat. Finally make the ring, I throw that mother on, and I have 2 additional hearts. That'll do me a lot of good, guys. It doesn't. I head out on my own, I go exploring, we go back to the location in which we found the weird dungeon place. Somebody is here. Okay, somebody else has been here and they've been messing around, so I jump out with my glaive, ready to cut things to pieces. Totally miss, and then I just kind of stare at the spider. Finally get it to attack me, and then I jump on down, do a little bit of exploring around, see if I can find any loot. There's some things from when the other trial chambers finished up. I got a potion of speed, I like that. Grab a little bit of coal that's in the thing over there. Grab the brewing stand, because the brewing stand is very important. Kill the other spiders in the area, try to deal with all that and get it all out of the way. You know, we try to do what we can with it, and we most importantly grab the fucking books from the bookshelves and then throw those guys into our inventory. And remember to myself, totally remember, and didn't wait way too long. Meanwhile, I grab some nether wart. One of the chests has nether wart. I jump in, I see another one. Trial spawner that activates, and I'm like, oh no.
Ooh.
This is the first time I've ever seen a breeze before in my life, okay? I didn't know what these things did. I kinda hate them. What do you mean they throw things and then I get tossed in the air? I'm not a ragdoll, okay? This kinda sucks. But I eventually killed them all. And I finally get to loot all the items, all the citrines and the stuffed potatoes and everything else that's in the chest.
Okay.
And grab some breeze rods. I do a little bit more of exploring, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. But it's too dark in here. I finally put down a torch like an intelligent person. And as I'm swinging, I'm trying to just, clear the area out. It's not done. We got one more. I'm learning how to use the glaive, though. This little sequence right here is the whole reason I really like the glaive. Is because you learn how to swing, and it's like it's an up and down motion, so it's real hard to miss as long as you're not being an idiot about it. Okay, so I very much enjoy it, and it ends up being it's gonna end up being my main weapon for the entirety of this thing.
Okay.
I kind of go through the area where I think somebody else is.
Hello?
Ain't nobody answering me when I yell hello. But I see there's a bed. Somebody's clearly been here. They moved some stuff. They took the lectern. I open this hole and immediately get faced by breezes and whatever else is in that room, and it's just not worth my time. And I finally just say, I need to turn around, I need to go grab my team, I'm gonna just wait until I can find them, and then I'll convince them to come back with me at a later time so that we can get some loot. Because we need some actual tools to take on the red team. The other two teams aren't too bad at the moment. So I just eventually go off, and if you look in the distance, if you look as we're moving in this way, you can see our house. Guys, it's never a good sign to see your house on the water line in the death game, okay? Bless this purple home. This is our home. It is the purple home. Bless it. Not much more to say. Listen. That's what you need to know. It's the bless this purple house. We finally decide that, like, we're gonna hide our flag. We find a good place to hide it. We hide it right in the rafters there. Ain't nobody able to see it. So much so that it becomes a problem at a later time. But you cannot see it, and it is so good. I finally remember that, hey, I got books. I can finally do the thing. We grab the books. We need some lapis. We have so little lapis, but it doesn't matter. I become a cracked warrior. I become a warrior of God. Not of God. I don't actually. Shush. I get told to shut up. We finally see where yellow team is. I think they came out near us. Who knows? While talking to them, I might want a taste for blood. They don't need to go. I swear that I'm cool with yellow. Yellow's not my problem. I throw weapons though now. I can throw my weapon like a whole. I can shatter and throw my weapon. Do you know how cool that is? Let's go kill red.
Okay, no, you're here though. I have a thing. We should go kill red right now.
They tell me no. I don't care what they say. I die. Theseus is still making the house pretty, okay? It is insane how pretty our house is. It hinders us.
Yes, we don't know yet. We'll find out in the future.
I think it will help because people...
Couldn't have said it better myself. I finally get left alone, and I'm like, okay, my team's off. I need real shit, guys. Okay? We need shit. We needed stuff. We went back. We do a little bit more exploring. We go through. I don't find nothing. Quite literally, I am by myself, and I am working to try and find new things. Finally make my way in. Dudes, I get stuck. Okay, but I panic, but I don't panic. I actually do amazingly at keeping these drowned at bay. And I finally get whatever the hell is in this chest. And honestly, the fire charges are pretty based. I cannot wait to use them later. If I could, that would be nice. We finally got the ability to throw our weapon. Did you see that? I used that as a whole ass fucking finisher move on that guy. Key. And then the other chest doesn't have much, but it does have some coal in it, and it has some cooked fish, so that I have a little bit more food on me, so I don't have to worry about too much. And as we're exploring, I finally like finish looting. I finally go exploring, and I'm like, oh, this is some good stuff. Wind charges, iron. This is great. I look in here. I stare at this thing. I can't tell what it is. No, fuck that. We're out. We're done. I ain't fucking with that. He summoned Vexes. I ain't doing that.